What if regional forms got their own mega evolutions? Let's find out. Hey everyone, Brandon here. Regional forms have been a part of the Pokemon franchise since Pokemon Sun and Moon. Mega Evolution was introduced to us in Pokemon X and Y, but was available in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So what if in Gen 7, Game Freak had decided to mix these two gimmicks together? I mean, in Gen 8 we got regional evolutions, so what about regional mega evolutions? While we're on the topic of region exclusive things, let's talk about today's sponsor, Atlas VPN. If you want to feel safe while using the internet, then I highly recommend Atlas VPN. They are currently running an incredible Black Friday deal where you can get Atlas VPN for 85% off, which is just $1.70 a month for 3 years with 6 months extra, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is the best offer of the year, and time is running out, so make sure to click the link in the description now to take advantage of this amazing offer. So how exactly does Atlas VPN keep you safe? Well, Atlas VPN is a virtual private network that makes all of your network traffic travel through a protected and encrypted tunnel, keeping your information safe from things such as hackers and even your own internet service provider. It even protects you from pop-up ads and malware. It also lets you set your virtual location to anywhere in the world, allowing you to access region-locked shows on streaming services like Netflix, such as Friends, Rick and Morty, or anime like Steins Gate and Spirited Away. As a person that frequently uses the internet, it is very important for me to feel safe from potential threats and should be important to you too. So once again, if you sign up for Atlas VPN using my link right now, you can get it for the low cost of $1.70 a month for 3 years plus 6 months extra with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Sponsors like this greatly help the channel and me personally, so definitely click the link in the description to get this amazing deal. Thanks so much to Atlas VPN for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. A Pokemon I felt could really use a mega evolution is Alolan Sandslash. With a base stat total of just 450 and 2 quad weaknesses, this Pokemon was definitely in need of a facelift. Alolan Sandslash is actually a really cool design that just suffers from its battle prowess, or lack thereof. So with Alolan Sandslashite, it becomes Mega Alolan Sandslash, a pure ice type. Just like Mega Aggron, I dropped a type for this Mega to help it defensively. Both Sandslashes have great physical stats, but their special side leaves a bit to be desired. So with the now 550 BST, I would buff its attack and special defense by 20, its HP and speed by 10, its defense by 30, and its special attack by nothing. Sandslash was not meant to be a special attacker, so let's just keep it that way. I would like to clarify, I'm no competitive Pokemon expert, so if these stats are wildly out of balance, that's why. I'm trying to make this as balanced as possible with my limited knowledge. Megas were broken anyway, so try to cut me a little slack here. Anyway, back to Mega Alolan Sandslash. As far as design, we enhanced its icicle-like spikes, giving them less conformity and trying to make them look more like icy mountaintops. To play into its other inspiration, Ice Axes. Rather than just Ice Axes, we made it so it went full-on Ice Climbers! No, not like that. Like this. Those Mount Everest climbing adventurer types, giving it these little icy goggles it can wear in especially grueling blizzards. Mega Evolution has frozen over Alolan Sandslash's steel spikes, transmuting them into pure ice. It is now able to survive the harshest mountaintops all over the Pokemon world and climb them with speed and resilience. Another Alolan form I thought could use some love is Alolan Persian. This thing got clowned on so hard when it first came out, but its lore and design are actually pretty interesting. Its big head is actually seen as a sign of status and wealth. It has beautiful, luxurious fur, and like most cats, sees itself as above others. It also has a fairly low BST, but has no quad weaknesses due to its pure dark typing. So with Alolan Persianite, it becomes Mega Alolan Persian, a pure dark type. A part of me wanted to give it the fairy typing based on design alone, but that really wouldn't contribute anything to it battle-wise, as the only fairy type moves it can learn are Play Rough by Level Up and Charm by Egg Move, and it would give it a few more weaknesses. With a now 540 BST, I would boost its special attack and speed by 35, then boost the rest of the stats by 5 or 10. With the Nasty Plot strat, this thing could be a real monster. Design-wise, we played up the above others, status, and wealth aspects of its lore by making it into royalty, but the devious kind that sees us common folk as nothing but disgusting peasants. I wanted to make its velvety fur even longer since it's held in such high regard, which not only acts as a royal cape or cloak, but is a reference to Alolan Persian's inspiration, the British short-hair cat, in which I shifted the inspiration to the British long-hair cat. Thanks to Mega Evolution, Alolan Persian has reached the tallest heights of luxury. Owning one is equitable to being royalty. Their fur is one of the softest in the Pokemon world and is protected under law. So I wanted to expand this concept out more than just Alolan forms, so we have Mega Galarian and Hisuian forms in this video as well. With that said, let's move on to the Galar region. There's actually a Pokemon that got a form in this region that already had a Mega Evolution, Slowbro, which is actually what inspired the idea for this video. So without further ado, here is Mega Galarian Slowbro, which is still Poison Psychic. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Mega Slowbro's design, so I tried to do something a bit different with Mega Galarian Slowbro. Instead of getting consumed by the shell has become a part of its being. The Mega Man-esque blaster on its arm has transformed into a big old chest cannon a la Iron Man. As far as stats, it would have a fairly similar stat distribution to Mega Slowbro, but swap out defense for attack, giving it 170 attack and 130 special attack. Where Mega Slowbro was a defensive wall, Mega Galarian Slowbro is an all-out attacker, which goes along with its design, being less armored and more attack-focused. While the pseudo-armor it has does protect it, it's not nearly as hardened as its counterpart. Also, can I just say, the fact that Galarian Slowbro can't learn Gunk Shot at all is a travesty? It would be the perfect move for Mega Galarian Slowbro to take advantage of. The effects of Mega Evolution have allowed this version of Slowbro to fuse with its shell, becoming of one mind. Two minds becoming one have made it very intelligent, but two bodies becoming one has made it so it takes extra time to process physical information, making its movements a bit slow. Like I said earlier, the concept of regional forms was expanded upon in Galar with regional evolution. So I wanted to give a regional evolution its own Mega. And one Pokemon I think would fit this concept really well is Sirfetch'd. It has knightly elements to it that could be expanded upon, and is just a cool Pokemon in general. So with the Sirfetch'd, it becomes Mega Sirfetch'd, a fighting grass type. Now that its leek has been more prominently incorporated into its design, I felt the grass type was fitting. And honestly, it helps balance out this absolute beast with the BST of a legendary Pokemon. It does learn a few grass type moves like Leaf Blade, Solar Blade, and Grassy Glide that it could take advantage of with this form. It also gives it 3 new weaknesses and adds a quad weakness, but it also adds 3 resistances, which I think is pretty balanced. The 100 points added to its BST would be split pretty evenly among its stats as to not make it too insanely broken. As far as design, we just went fully into its Lancelot inspiration and made it this wildly handsome, super chivalrous, immaculately dressed duck, giving it the super gaudy, feathery armor of some depictions of Lancelot. Most of the time, Lancelot is depicted as some kind of thirst trap or womanizer, so we definitely tried to play into that. I mean, Sirfetch'd already kind of leaned into this idea in its design with its more charming looking eyes and confident appearance, so we just enhanced that. I did consider making it a fighting fairy type because of Lancelot's association with the fairy world and overall flair, but the design leans too much into the grass type, and it being fighting fairy would have made this Pokemon even more broken than it already is. With the help of Mega Evolution, Sirfetch'd has reached its true knightly potential. It will serve its trainer with honor and respect, and will fight to the death for them if necessary. Now for Hisui. There is actually yet another Pokemon that received a new form in this region that already had a Mega in its line as well, Scyther. We have Mega Scizor, so I figured why not Mega Kleavor. So with the Kleavorite, it becomes Mega Kleavor, keeping its Bug Rock typing. So when Scizor Mega evolves, to me, it looks like a knight, with the headpiece and generally more armored appearance. So I thought a fun flip on that is if Kleavor when Mega evolving became a Viking or Berserker. Kind of the opposite of the more chivalrous knights like we just explained with Mega Sirfetch'd. With its rock typing and general design, it already gave off a less refined, more rough and tumble vibe than Scizor, which I thought played perfectly into a Viking theme. You can see a rock cape and the iconic horned Viking helmet in its design. That also alludes to Scyther's once rival Pinsir before Heracross came on the scene. Its axes have become a bit smaller, but more sharp and refined. A reverse of Mega Scizor, whose claws become bigger and more monstrous looking. The stat distribution would be pretty similar to Mega Scizor, except its speed would be better. Mega Kleavor is as precise as it is savage, felling entire forests with little care, all to expand its domain and grow more powerful. When Gen 6 came around, I, like many, really wanted to see all the starters get Mega Evolutions, especially Gen 2, which I feel like gets the short end of the stick a lot in comparison to Gen 1. So yes, with the Hisuian Typhlosion, we get Mega Hisuian Typhlosion. For this design, we expanded upon its basis of the Ainu goddess Kamui Huchi. She is a goddess of the hearth, and is believed to be the gateway between the world of humans and the gods. We gave the design longer hair to try to emulate Kamui Huchi's long hair, and expanded the flames on its back and down to the ground to emulate a hearth. Its special attack and speed would be majorly boosted, with the rest of the stats receiving a minor boost. Upon receiving the energy from Mega Evolution, this Typhlosion can harness the energy of the lost souls it purifies with its flames, now able to create a brighter and more searing fire. And those are regional megas. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.